Hey guys, this is Chad with MVP Loops, and I'm going to give you an overview of our new product called Beast. Now with a name like Beast, we had to make sure that it earns its title. So what we did is we just jam-packed it full of products, 13 to be exact, starting with a brand new unreleased product called Anthem Empire, featuring 29 kits. We also have Bang Bang Volume 1, Bang Bang Volume 2, Big Progressive House and EDM, Controlia, Dark Swang, Modern Melodics Volume 1, 2, and 3, as well as all of the Sound Mob Volumes 1, 2, and 3, the live edition. We also have Trapped Up EDM. Now altogether, these 13 products equal almost 12 gigabytes and over 7,000 samples. Starting out with Beast, you'll notice our large waveform display. You can also adjust the start points and the end points. So if you just want to grab a certain part of a sample, you can do it just like that. Of course, you'll notice the classic pad style interface with 16 pads, groups A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, for a total of 128 pads. Of course, you'll notice that each pad has a tuning knob, a solo button, mute, its own volume control, as well as panning. Now starting up here at the top, you'll see our menu where you can select your patches. This is where you'll find your 174 default patches, as well as the user presets that you select. Here you'll find your master tune and a master pan control, along with your master volume right here. If you look to all the controls on your right here where my mouse is, you'll see that this product is not just a beast when it comes to sounds, but it's also a beast when it comes to features. Now I'm going to go into some of these in more detail later, but just to give you a really quick brief overview here, we have our pads section and our ARP section here on top. So we can control our pans full level. Keys, I'm definitely going to go over that one soon. A stutter, pad edit, one shot, pad learn, and note repeat, which I'll also definitely get to soon. Of course, you have a full-blown arpeggiator right here, turn on and off. And of course, you can dictate how it's played, the tempo, timing, you can sync it up, gates, everything else. Down below, you'll see the effects section, starting out with our reverb, EQ, chorus, delay, and flanger, each with their own parameters to customize. And then we also have this synth button here. Now, this is a great option right here on the sample tab. This is where you can fully customize your own presets. In the sample tab, you'll see all 7,400 plus samples that are involved in Beast. Every single one of them. And with all these 7,000 plus samples, you can just put that anywhere you want. So let's say you want to make your own custom kit here. See, that's an acoustic guitar right now. But let's throw something else in there. Let's throw an electric guitar in there. Guess what? Now it's in there. You can do this with each one. Just throw some more sounds in there. Something different. Let's throw an organ. There we go. So now this is what we just put in. And then all you do is click this button right here to save it, and then voila, it's in your user presets to select anytime you want. Therefore, you can create an unlimited amount of custom kits where you can dictate how you want the samples. Also in the synth section, you'll see an envelope. You'll see both an amp envelope and a filter envelope. We have our filters, our LFO, amp, filter, pan controls with speed and amount on each. You could also shape the wave type, and of course a compressor with all necessary parameters. Now before we get into all the details and technical stuff, let's check out some of the content that's included in Beast. Now, as you will find with most of our virtual instruments, Beast includes everything for all types of different producers, from the loop guys, to the sample guys, to the one-shot guys, to the live guys. Whatever your production style is, Beast has it for you. Whatever genre you're in, Beast has it for you. So let's check out something from Anthem Empire, our brand new unreleased product that you can only find in Beast. Let's look at some of these electric guitars. Now these are some sample bass kits. Let's do one more sample one. Synth Drizzy Low. We also have tons of our classic construction style kits. Let's check this one out. Just like the rest of our pad-based virtual instruments, you can always find the full mix on the 16th pad to check out what the kit sounds like. Alright, now let's check out some of the other kits. We have both volumes of the Bang Bang products. That's just fun. Let's check out Big. This is a house and EDM product. Now, one thing that I'd like to point out about Big, for those who don't know, is it's actually set up in several different parts, from the intros to the breakdowns to the drops and everything in between. So I'm going to actually go through in this one instance and show you all 4 parts that are involved in this kit. As you can see, Beast isn't just for the studio. You can also use this live. I just basically played a whole song live with Beast. Control ya. Dark Swang. Modern Melodics, Volume 1, 2, and 3. Sound Mob, Volume 1 and 2, where you get your basses, brass, leads, synth pads, all your nice samples. And then the Monster, Sound Mob Volume 3 Live Edition. Similar to Big, Sound Mob Volume 3 Live Edition also has a whole bunch of parts. So let me go ahead and take you through some of these mixes to show you what I mean. One more kit and then we'll get into the features. Trapped Up EDM, that's a fairly self-explanatory title. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in that. That just makes you want to break something. Alright, now let's get into some of these features. Now I went over these briefly earlier, but I want to show you some of my favorites now. The first thing I want to show you is keys. What keys does is it takes one sample and it stretches it all the way across the keyboard. Now my favorite instrument to use for this is a snare drum because it's so popular in today's music. Now I'm going to put the snare in keys mode. Pretty cool, right? Everybody does this in modern music now across all genres. Now let's check out stutter. What stutter does is it takes your sound and it creates a timed gated effect. Now let's check it out with stutter. Notice how I could change the time here? Speaking of something everybody uses now, let's go ahead and take a look at note repeat. What this does is it creates a time-based roll. Let me go back to the snare now and allow me to demonstrate. And as you can see here, you can control the note all the way to a 1/28th triplet. Let's limit it down here. Let's go to a 1/64th. Just in case you want to make your snare sound like a weed eater. Moving on down, let's go to the effects panel. Of course, everybody knows reverb. Now, as you see down here under pad effects amount, bear in mind you can adjust separate send levels for each pad. So, for example, on a kick, maybe we don't want any reverb on that. But the snare, maybe we want a bunch of reverb. You can do that. Each pad is customizable. You can set it for the current pad, or if you wanted to affect it globally, just hit all pads. And of course you have all your classic reverb parameters. You can set the room style there. You can set the size, time, pre-delay, dampening, diffusion, and the master wet and dry control. EQ, you have a gain and frequency control for your lows, mids, and highs. Chorus, you have parameters for speed, intensity, wet, dry, depth, tone, and crosstalk. And let me remind you guys, you have separate send levels for each pad, or you could do it globally across all pads. Delay, you have a low pass, high pass filter. Of course, you're wet and dry. You have separate controls for both left and right delays, feedback, and dampening amount. Flanger, you have speed, depth, feedback, dirt, and wet dry. Thank you for watching this overview of Beast. Visit mvploops.com for more details.